From Washington, this is VOA News. UN humanitarian chief tours typhoon-ravaged Philippine city. More pressure for U.S. sanctions on Iran. I'm Ray Kouguell reporting from Washington. United Nations humanitarian chief Valerie Amos toured the typhoon-ravaged Philippine city of Tacloban, where she says the priority now is to get basic relief supplies to victims. Amos says that not enough supplies are getting through 5 days after Typhoon Haiyan wreaked havoc in the region. The Philippine government says the death toll from the storm is now up to more than 2,300. Rescue workers fear the body count could grow even higher because many remote areas have not yet been reached. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is telling lawmakers to calm down and give negotiators a chance to resolve deep concerns over Iran's nuclear program diplomatically. Secretary Kerry briefed lawmakers of the Senate Banking Committee Wednesday in Washington, saying this is not the time to step up the pressure on Tehran. Republican Senator John McCain is one of several who are skeptical that the current round of talks between Iran and the so-called P5+1 world powers will lead to Iran's abandonment of any nuclear military capability.
This whole session of negotiating is a fiasco, and it allows the Iranians to continue to enrich, and there's no possible way that this proposal should meet any form of agreement, and we will put the country in danger.
A number of lawmakers are calling for new economic sanctions, saying Iran's reported concessions on uranium enrichment and inspections are not enough. Egypt plans to lift a state of emergency and nightly curfew Thursday. It was first put in place 3 months ago during a bloody crackdown against people who protested the army's ouster of democratically elected Islamist President Mohamed Morsi. In a message from prison Wednesday, Mr. Morsi said Egypt will not see stability until the coup that drove him from power is reversed and those responsible are held accountable. A high-ranking Russian delegation is visiting Egypt, suggesting a possible shift in alliances as tensions between Egypt and the United States grow. VOA's Elizabeth Arrott has more from Cairo.
Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov's and Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu's mission in Cairo is to boost economic, political, and security ties. The visit comes as relations between Egypt and its longtime ally, the United States, appear at a crossroads, with Washington cutting aid after the military ouster of President Mohamed Morsi. Fresh ties with Moscow comes as many Egyptians, in a wave of neo-nationalism, are chafing at being perceived as Washington's errant junior partner. But the U.S. rift can be deceptive. Washington has maintained cooperation in key areas such as counterterrorism and security in the Sinai Peninsula. Elizabeth Arrott, Cairo.
Peace talks between Israel and the Palestinians appear to have hit another stumbling block. This time, the resignation of the Palestinian negotiating team. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas told Egyptian television his negotiators resigned due to a lack of progress. Iraqi officials say bombs targeting security forces and Shiite pilgrims killed at least 22 people Wednesday. There's been no claim of responsibility. The United States named Nigerian-based militant groups Boko Haram and Ansaro as foreign terrorist organizations. The designation means they're cut off from U.S. financial institutions and allows banks to freeze their assets held in the United States. A new United Nations report says 2013 is likely to be one of the 10 warmest years since modern records began in 1850. The World Meteorological Organization's findings are being released now to coincide with the UN Climate Change Conference in Warsaw, Poland. Lisa Schlein has details.
The WMO report provides a snapshot of regional and national temperatures. It goes into detail on precipitation, floods, droughts, tropical cyclones, ice cover, and sea level. WMO Secretary General Michel Jarraud says the data indicates an evident warming trend.
This decade, the last decade, was the warmest decade on record, and what we call cold years now are actually warmer than any warm year before 98.
Jarraud notes atmospheric concentrations of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases are expected to reach unprecedented levels again this year, which means the world will continue to get warmer. Lisa Schlein for VOA News, Geneva.
And I'm Ray Kouguell, VOA News. More at voanews.com.